That's right. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Thank you. Yes, it's Friday night, people, and you know it's time for Creem Streem. That's right, creaming in the stream. How's everybody doing out there? I see Gulf City Culture Krill, man. What's happening? I was listening to some fucking awesome music. There's this dude named, calls himself Boomerversity Campus Radio. And he's starting to put some good music out there. It reminds me of the old days back in when I was in college. And he even kind of sounds like me. Doesn't talk a lot. Just plays good fucking jams, man. You know, it's like, wow. Just hanging out, listening to some good music. So, yep. And
hell yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to be doing some more stuff, I think, this weekend. So, Krill, I'll hit you up if he's going to be doing that. Bruni, how's he doing? Nightbot, it's good to see you. Straight Sith Mail.
It's always good to see Nightbot working.
Yeah, Nightbot, man. He's not a slacker. He's you know, he's always doing his thing, pissing people off. You know?
Nightbot's a bastard.
You know that's right.
He can be, yes.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing?
Pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain too much. I'm still breathing.
It's okay.
Got to see my old neighborhood and what they did with my old house and stuff, you know. Goat Man.
You want to talk about that? Say hey to Goat Man.
Hey, Goat Man.
Hey, Goat Man.
You want to talk about
Thank
your old
you
house?
for your blessing.
Exactly.
This is good, man. It's just a little ranch house that we, you know, ranch layout, whatever. House.
It's a house.
You want to talk about that? You want to like a ranch dressing house?
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Used to melt off the walls sometimes. You never needed to go buy any. Had to be a hot summer day.
It's made out of ranch dressing. It's a house.
Gotta dip your wings in it.
Spread your wings. And let me come inside. Tonight's the night. Oh, shit. I just turned into fucking, what's his name? God, I can't remember the guy's name. Rod Stewart. I turned into Rod Stewart for a fucking second there.
Big nose and chest hair.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he had that busted nose look, didn't he, man?
Oh, man.
He rocked that shit. Britt Eklund. Yeah. Ugh.
The hair and the chest hair. I'll never forget being a kid and walking by the bathroom at a restaurant and seeing the Kenny Loggins fluffing up his chest hair with a pocket comb. Like 3 other men standing next to him. It's like, I'm like 8 or 9 years old, and it was just like this surreal moment of going, my God, I don't want to be here right now.
No shit. No shit, man. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah, everybody, because it's the West Coast, and it was Hollywood in the 80s, so, you know, they're all doing lines in the bathroom or whatever, you know, cocaine, and they're fluffing their chest hair and they're feathering their, and I'm like, Jesus, what is wrong with these people? I'm a kid, so I'm like, you didn't button your shirt.
It was
you
the
know?
metrosexuals.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Polyester, leisure suit tops, bleh.
I don't have enough chest hair to fluff. Mine's just like lays against my
dude.
skin.
I used to like when I was in my band, I would like shave like upside down crosses in my chest hair, and, you know, because I mean it would get really hot, man. And I would literally drink beer and not get buzzed off of it. I would drink an entire pitcher, like at one stop during the gig and shit. And yeah, it's just sweat every bit of it out, man. I would get really hot. Yeah, it was fun.
You got a Sisyphus in chat.
Yeah, hi, Sisyphus. Hey, man.
Hi, Sisyphus.
What's up? Who's this Trippycast person?
I don't know.
Sound miscreant.
He's like a real asshole, though.
Miscreantic. Is that a word?
He is a miscreant. Yes.
Miscreantic is a word. Thank you.
It may be. I don't know.
Well,
I was just agreeing to agree.
Y'all want to go ahead and start? I've got visuals to go up with just about not just about everything but a couple of stories. All right, so you want to open with the very first thing that we were blessed with?
Okay, so just when you think the Duck Dynasty memes have died, some stupid deer hunter says, "Hey, y'all, hold my beer." Game warden finds tree stand attached to power pole.
That's right. That's right.
There is a tree stand like a deer blind attached to the motherfucking power pole, people.
It sounds like some shit you'd see around here.
You know? It's like, I'm going to get that son of a bitch.
The guy in the thing would look down at you and go, "Hey, you want to buy some weed?"
Well, you know, and you know, there's like, what, how many thousands of watts just, you know, 15 feet up, 10, 15 feet above him. Maybe even less than that. You know? Dude's an idiot,
High tension power line, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to go hunting right here. It's going to be great."
Go bag me, big one.
Man, I love the picture. It's just like, this is like from this sheriff's department off of Facebook or some shit. So
it's the game wardens for Western Kansas.
yeah, the boonies, dude. So yeah, and kind of to segue into that, to go with it, we've got like a huge big ass fucking cow.
Oh my God!
Some Canadians think they may have a cow that rivals Knickers.
The Australian super cow.
Yeah, the Australian. Now, I've got pictures of Knickers first, okay? Because Knickers is just ridiculous. All right? This is Knickers. All right?
Knickers is adorable, though. He's so harmless looking.
It's a giant fucking cow, man. It scares me. This thing is...
Check that one out. Yeah.
Are y'all seeing it yet?
I had to check it out because I was like, oh, the word.
There it is.
That's going to be hard to say on stream.
It's right?
Good God.
Well, I mean, at least for all Americans, because once you say that word in with other dialects, it really, yeah.
And he's saying that this is what, like a half an inch or something like that, taller than the Australian cow.
Yeah, Bruni is telling Timma to pop her mic back a couple of notches.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
All right, yeah. Pop your gain down. Yeah, you are kind of distorting.
Yeah, I tried installing a new microphone, and I seem to be having problems with this one now.
Yeah, it's the high end. But yeah, so yeah, we got this picture of Knickers, and then I've got this picture of Knickers, just kind of run along, little doggies. And so these Canadians say they've got a cow that rivals this. All right, now look how big fucking Knickers is. I don't know if these guys. I think they just. I don't know. It's a Canadian thing, I guess, because they've got this little brother. You know, they've got this little brother thing going on, and I understand that. You know, there's these people called Auburn fans here in Alabama, and they've got the same thing going on. So. And this is what the cow that they were talking about, this black one out in the middle of the snow. Timma, do you have the name for this?
Let me check here. Sorry, I was fixing my sound levels. How's that?
Oh, that's excellent.
Dozer.
Sound great.
Beautiful.
His name is Dozer. Yeah, I was sorry setting up the other microphone. I forgot to turn my gain back down to 80. Apologies.
Look at the bulldozer.
Yep, it looks great. I mean, it sounds great. Yeah, and then here's her husband with Dozer.
With Dozer, and he just looks adorable to me. He looks like he's harmless. They say he's a gentle giant, but usually the bigger the cow or the bull, the less likely they are to be crazy. Really.
Oh, yeah, I call it the cat.
I lived in the country of Texas for 5 years, 6 years. The bigger the cow, the less likely they were to break the fence for the most part.
Right.
Something's straight up wrong with them.
A lot of animals are like that. The bigger they are, the gentler they are.
Goatman says it's all fake.
Like dogs and stuff. Yeah, I think Goatman said those are just small cows when you were showing the other photo.
Well, the deal is that the other Wagyu, those are Wagyu cattle, and they use they use Knickers to kind of like herd them up and stuff, right? So they're he's right. They are calves. Really, they're like adolescent calves, and then and they're supposed to feed them beer and shit, you know, to make the Wagyu beef, the real fatty, beautifully marbled shit that if you get it in Japan, it's called Kobe beef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The expensive
Is
shit.
it the
like,
steak? Yeah, the like $2,000 steak.
Exactly.
Or
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich people's steak.
Specific cuts. Yeah.
Yeah, the $80 hot dog.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
shit. It's like,
I've heard it's like
Exactly.
only Japan or China where the like that specific version of the meat is the most expensive.
yeah. And it's what it is that the fat and there's so much fat in with the meat that it just tastes fucking awesome. You know, I mean, you can eat it almost rare. You know, even people that like to eat, you know, their stuff medium and well, you know, really like the taste of it. Just almost,
What are those
almost
bizarre? What's the name of those bizarrely interbred? They aren't like genetically spliced or anything. They're just a bred in like they took like 6 different breeds of cows and they mixed them all together to get that crazy one that looks like it's on steroids. You can see from France. You guys seen those?
Oh I've heard about what you're talking about, but no, I don't know. Cult of Krill says Gulf City Cult of Krill says I've had some Wagyu beef before. It's way overrated. I'll take your word for it, man. You know, usually shit that I was just watching this thing today where they were showing these people these shoes, and they were telling them they were like these special made Gucci or some shit shoes, you know, high end. You know, how much would you pay for these? And these are like rich folks saying, yeah, I'd pay like $3,000 for it, $3,500, but not more than $4,000.
Oh, yeah. They were telling them that the brand name was Palese.
Palese, yeah, that's it. And they would pay less.
Yeah.
It shows
Hey,
you,
Payless says okay stuff. Yeah. I think I bought my shoes at Walmart.
I think that's the point. The point is that, you know, it's all about, you know, rep and name and marketing, you know, and it's like I mean, so yeah, I think that I'm buying what Cult of Krill's selling over there.
You're picking up what he's putting down?
That's right, brother.
Hell yeah.
I'm smelling what he's stepping in, dude. That's right. All right, and this is for when Sir Adamantine wakes up and checks this out. I did this just for him because he's got this thing about he can't tell the difference between an Irish and a New Zealand accent. Read this article, would you?
Oh, this one is glorious. Okay, so
You sound
Irish
so good.
accent helps a New Zealand man's lifelong stutter.
I knew it! The Irish accent, it really is a speech impediment.
A New Zealand man has found a way to combat his lifelong stutter by speaking in an Irish accent. Yeah. Apparently he was sitting around with a coworker and they were joking and they were trying on different accents and all of a sudden he discovered he could talk perfectly fine if he used an Irish accent. Apparently in February there was some woman who she would wake up speaking in an Irish accent if she went to bed with a headache.
Oh, weird.
So, yeah. I mean, a speech therapist, and he's been out telling people, dude, just try an Irish accent. It fucking fixes everything. And so the speech therapist is like, don't believe him, dude. No, it's not that simple. It's like, he hasn't been doing it for very long. Can you imagine if an Irish accent is the cure to all stuttering? Put an entire group of people out of business.
Yeah, maybe Andy Worski would actually have good shows. Oh, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Yeah.
Trippy.
This just gives me a reason to pick on Alfred more. So
Exactly, man. He's funny as shit, isn't he, man? Oh,
Yes, he is.
I won't
man,
tell
we need to
anybody
get.
you
You know what?
said
We
it
need to
if
get
you
Alfred to guest on here one night, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We just made that our minds up on that one. Yes, I like it. All right. So, all right, and moving on.
Moving on. So it was just a little one, just a little snippet.
That's what she said.
Every time.
Yep. You can go to Wally World. And
Water world. Okay. Hey, so you like you got to go get you some ibuprofen and some corn and some toilet paper and a new mop and some socks, you know, and maybe some garbage bags. And you thinking, hey, I'm feeling kind of sad all of a sudden, but oh, look over there. I'm into Walmart and there's a shrink that I can talk to about my sadness. Into Walmart.
Yeah,
there's a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's in Texas, right?
It's in Texas.
Yeah, and I think this is like an experimental thing that they're doing, is that they're having, like, you know how they do the glasses thing, you know, and the pharmacy, of course, and some of you have a doc that will see you and diagnose you with, like, you know, they won't, you know, like diagnose you and give you narcotics or anything, but they'll diagnose a cold or give you, you know, some shit like that. Well, now they're thinking about using psychologists, you know, licensed professionals, not like that stupid app that those people fell for.
Better help.
Yeah, that always.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you know, but I think that it's a good idea, especially this time of year. Because this is, you know, a lot of people really get down in the dumps, man, and you know, clinical depression is not fake, you know.
No, it is not.
You cannot just snap out of it, you know, and that's something that really bothers me when people think they're, you know, they've got a medical degree or some shit, and they can just, you know, say, you know, well, you cheer up because you can't cheer down. It's like, well, fuck you. Because you can't, you can fuck yourself.
Well, some people.
But my concern is that this is going to commercialize antipsychotics and antidepressants, which is a big concern of mine. We already have an opioid epidemic. We already have an overdose problem. You know, I'm concerned about, because this kind of like fast tracks getting more people strung out on medications that we don't know exactly what the long-term effects of putting a lot of these people on these types of medications without any sort of real understanding. Well, it was saying in here that they were getting somebody. It said in here that they had somebody who could prescribe stuff.
And this is inside Walmart's, huh? Yes. Was he?
Okay. No, these won't be actual psychiatrists. These are just therapists. I apologize. I skimmed it and didn't read that.
But yeah, because of the insurance that I have to have currently, I can only go see nurse practitioners for the bulk of my diabetic stuff. You know, like I go to an endocrinologist as well, but I mainly go to the one clinic, and they do all the other health stuff. Like they might take some blood to do a diabetic blood test, you know, but that's about the extent of it.
Hey, Irate.
Yeah, I caught that. Thanks, Krill. You hear me now, buddy?
Yeah.
Excel, you all hear me now?
Oh,
Hit one if you can hear me.
We can hear you. We've been able to hear you the whole time.
Oh, he's talking about the chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Chat.
Let's see here.
Spank your monkeys if you can hear me now.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I'll be the first one to put a 1 because I just
yes, good. Okay,
unmuted
cool.
my watch page.
Sweet. Danke.
Yarp. Okay.
Danke, guten Leute.
Yerp. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks, but okay, so I have a concern about the kind of commercialization of this. I like the extra access. The prices are a little high for the average person that goes shopping in a Walmart, but
what are they charging for how much time?
First assessment costs $140, then $110 per session.
Is that for how long is that session? Does it say?
It doesn't say. It says they offer a sliding scale fee for people who don't have health insurance or can't afford the fees.
Okay,
so
that's a good thing.
You know, the only concern is with something like that, that sliding scale. That means you're bringing in some people that Walmart may not want in their store.
That's possible. I see what you're saying. Like maybe some homeless people, like vets and shit that have legit like major psych issues.
Or like actual Walmart customers.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking more like, you know, the kind of people that like to hang out in front of places where psychiatrists and stuff meet because they don't know what else to do with themselves. A lot of them are homeless, but it's more.
Right.
I see that as elderly a lot of times too. Right. I wonder what kind of side effects we're going to see happening inside Walmarts.
Well, that's I guess that's something that you know, we'll have to just keep an eye out and see how the experiment goes.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking how regular doctors' offices get double booked and all that stuff, you know.
Right. I just think that it's a better answer, I think, than what they've got going on now, because there's too much of the treat 'em and street 'em and the trusting of just psychopharmacology to deal with people's problems, when a lot of times they just need to talk.
Yeah.
You know, and if you've got an insurance that will pay for, like, say, you know, 50%, if that's $140 for an hour, that's actually a good deal. Good social workers, their LCSWs are making right about $200 an hour now, so they're splitting them in like half-hour sessions now, which is fucking pathetic, man. You know, but that's the way it is. You know,
well, half-hour sessions are good for children, but they aren't good for adults.
No, especially if you have a hard time opening up and loosening up. So, but then again, you know, that's it's the business itself is really, really difficult, and I've got a lot of complaints about it. But you know, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, well, let's move on, because you know, there's dudes in jail that are bitching about something. All right.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a good plan. Like their Xboxes are getting old.
Oh no.
No, better than that.
First world problems.
They need 4K
Inmates sue
TVs?
Iowa prison after pornography is banned.
Okay, now I got a little bit of an opinion on that. They should have access to porn, I think.
You think?
I think so. Not everybody gets conjugal visits. You know?
Well,
I mean,
I'm saying it's such a first world problem. We're worried about porn in prisons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess
Are you
they'll
serious?
find out if it's a good or bad thing. Like if they ban it in the prisons and then there's 600 more reports of rape a week afterwards.
Well, to be fair, it's Iowa, so it's mainly meth convictions, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I lived in Iowa. I can make the bad jokes about it.
Good for you, man. You got out.
Yeah, he got out.
Did you ever, Pickle? Did you have a chance to meet Occam? My buddy Occam, Occam's Razor, not Occam's Router, but Occam's Razor. He's the guy that founded this Creem Streem with me, and he's
no, I haven't.
He's currently joining. He just joined the Army a couple of months ago, so I think he's just probably getting out of boot around the first of the year. So, yeah. So that's just like, you're right though, Tim. This is a first world problem. I mean, goddamn, you know, at least they're getting 3 hots and a cot.
Well, it looks like the way they wrote it is that okay, one, they took away the pornography viewing rooms, and they aren't allowing anybody any kind of sexually explicit material, which means they're going through letters and they're taking the naughty pics girls are doing for guys away from them too.
Oh,
and they're taking the Jack Shack away too.
Yeah. So, you know, so these inmates in addition to having their right to view pornography restored, the inmates are also asking for $25,000 each in compensation.
Oh, fuck
That's
that.
a lot of money for not being able to.
Yeah, come on. You can fap. Just close your eyes, man. I mean, come on.
Like the rest of the world generally does. Yeah.
I mean, come on. They're males. I mean, you know. They
I
can
don't
just
fucking turn my computer on every time I want to beat it.
I mean, what was it that fucking
It's already on.
Yeah.
that Jordan Peterson said? He said, "You draw two circles in a triangle, and a man will be fixated for hours." You know?
Well, actually, I don't know how much South Park you guys have seen, but there was an episode where the internet went out, and Stan's dad had them travel all over the fucking place because he couldn't watch porn and he needed his porn.
Oh yeah.
God,
there was a scene where he finally gets the internet. He sneaks in because it's like after hours. Nobody's allowed to use the one computer that's accessible, and he spanks it. And then people people hear him make a noise, so they come in there, and he's just the whole room is covered in stuff, and he's like, "Oh, it's ectoplasm. There was a ghost." It was a ghost, I swear. A big ghost. Lots of ectoplasm.
Oh, dude.
They literally did have a tent when he first got there. There was a tent, and they said, you could come in here and watch porn for a fee. So he goes in there, and they're like, just state what porn do you want to watch. And he says whatever, and a fucking hand comes up with a stick figure drawing, and it's supposed to represent what he wants to see. And he's like, I can't do this.
At least put lipstick on your hand and pretend like you're getting a blowjob from a hot woman.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Goat man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Shit. You've earned a seat in this place, man. If you ever want to come on, man, just let me know. Fuck it. Sir Adamantine, did you... It's good to see you here. Did you hear the thing earlier about Irish accent curing a New Zealander male's stuttering? Right? Isn't that what it said?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used an Irish accent, and he cured. He's almost 30, and he's had this stutter his whole life. And using an Irish accent for a joke, he discovered he didn't stutter.
Well, that's great.
That's pretty badass, though.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. There's an old joke, it's just two guys, Patty and Seamus. And Patty and Seamus, they've been friends all their entire lifetime. And Patty looks at Seamus and he goes, I'm going to die one day. And I trusted that you bury me. And when the funeral's over, I want you to come and I want you to drink, to pour a glass of whiskey onto my grave for me. Just that one last drink. And he goes, I'll be glad to do that for you, just as long as you mind if I strain it through my kidneys first. Yeah, everybody's going, man, we're trying to figure that fucking accent out, dude. I get it. All right, let's move on. We've got some fucking drug addicts, some cokeheads, man. This dude was murdered.
Oh,
shit.
Okay. Man dies after being shot in the head by wife during track field fight over breakfast oats.
Oatmeal. That's
Breakfast
right.
Oats.
Goat meal.
Wow.
Oatmeal.
Okie
She
doke.
killed him. She shot him in the head over oatmeal because she was high on crack.
This is the alleged shooter.
You know what? Seems legit.
This is probably
Why
before
do
she...
I feel like there needs to be a Dave Chappelle step in at this moment?
Somebody said crack?
Exactly.
Oh, what was that dude's name?
Oh shit.
I can't remember the crackhead's name.
I don't
Oh,
know.
well.
Man.
Oh, the one with the
Maybe
lips?
scratch
Yeah.
my neck.
Yeah,
The one with the white ass.
with the burnt lips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Them pipes get hot, man. I mean, shit. They be blistering your lip and shit.
You guys see the one where he was working at the mill, working for the Postal Service, and the dude tells him if you open any packages with a mysterious white substance in it, notify somebody.
Funny
And-
you should mention the Postal Service, Trippy.
Anthrax. Oh yeah.
And suspicious white substances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Who mailed somebody some
You,
cum?
yeah, why don't you go into the Tim, and go ahead and read this next one, or let's skim it and just.
Did you want me to finish this crazy story?
Yeah, go ahead and finish the crazy story about the
Okay.
the oatmeal chick. All right, because.
Okay. So Fayette County. I'm not sure what state this Fayette County is in, but it's Salt Lick Township is the name of the town. So this gal named Rachel goes and buys some crack and takes along her 8-month-old baby while she buys the crack with her old man, who's the father of the baby.
Baby daddy.
So then they stop at a bar with the 8-month-old baby in the car, and they stay in the parking lot and they smoke some crack. They don't leave the baby alone in the car, but they stay by the car while they smoke the crack, apparently not in the car.
Okay.
Then they go back to their house and they pass out. Then they get up in the morning and decide to argue about breakfast, which apparently sends husband or boyfriend into like this crazy fucking rage, and he starts attacking her, and she fights back, and she hits him, and then he throws like a bat or something at her, and then that gets thrown out the door, and she grabs the gun and she runs away, or she runs back to him, and then she realizes he's lost his mind. She goes to run away. He grabs her, and she tries to shoot the gun to scare him, and accidentally shoots him in the head.
Remember, kids, drugs are bad.
And they had an 8-month-old baby who was said to be filthy and in a state of neglect.
And you know, when I used to take the kids to prison, I met a dude that killed another dude over a fucking pack of crackers.
Oh, Jesus.
I swear to God, he was a speed freak too. That was back when like meth was like crank, and only bikers pretty much did it, right?
Angel dust and shit.
No, it was a crank. It was crank. Oh, man, it's crank, dude. Talk like this, shit. Yeah, killed him over a pack of crackers, fucking greedy fuck.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, that's right. So,
Fuck me.
Pack of crackers.
Oh, for a pack of crackers.
Them's my crackers.
This is not great. Jeez, what's wrong with people? Seriously, y'all fight bad enough over oatmeal? Maybe y'all should. Jeez. Good Lord. Good
some of
Lord.
this shit you're only going to hear here, man. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing.
Oh, it's a good thing because it sucks when I've had it before where I've watched multiple streams, you know,
Right?
and they bring up the same shit on 2 out of 3 of the streams.
Yeah.
It's boring as fuck, man.
Oh yeah, you're like, I heard this story earlier. God damn it.
Yeah. But what was it last? I think this should be the ad for the show. It's like, why do stupid people do stupid shit? Watch the Creem Streem, and you won't find out, but you'll still hear about stupid people doing stupid shit that you probably haven't heard about this week. So, we just cut the promo for that.
There you go.
There you go, man.
There you go.
All right, dude. Shit.
Right.
All right, now you got the thing about the U.S. postal workers
Oh my God, okay.
in Atlanta.
16 U.S. postal workers in Metro Atlanta. Just one fucking place. Metro Atlanta. Were sentenced to federal prison for accepting bribes, some as low as $250 to deliver cocaine.
Wow.
They each received sentences between 3 and 9 years.
I mean, to be fair, you know, probably already going to those areas to begin with.
Hello? Timma? Timma, can you hear us? Oh. Everybody's going, what the fuck? And it's like I pulled myself into the green room.
I didn't think he
I am
knew that we could
I am
do
not
that,
high,
so.
y'all. Could y'all hear me, man?
Here you. What were you doing?
I was just saying. Oh, next, everything went silent, man. I'm going, what the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, well, you're back now. Yeah, that happened to me last night, actually, after my stream killed itself. I go back to streaming and or try to go back to streaming. I jump into Discord and I couldn't hear jack shit. I had to leave and come back for it to fix it.
Yeah, there was some kind of crackling sound, and I was trying to figure out what it was. Okay.
It was. He didn't know we could hear him, so
Yeah, sorry, I was tearing apart a box.
Yeah.
hey, it's all good, yo.
Yeah.
I figured I'd let him know.
Just mute. That's a good thing. Oh, buddy, pound of crack for some crack. Yeah, man. That amazes me, you know, that the U.S. Postal Service. But you know, I remember I had a patient, man, that would get fucking FedEx. He would get his heroin FedEx to him from Chicago. He had moved from Chicago, and he was like this highfalutin fucking architect or some shit. And he was working for an engineering firm that makes weapons for the U.S. government. And he was designing some shit, and he would get his heroin FedEx to him, and he got caught, of course, and then that's when I met him. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine.
I've heard the weirdest stories about all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah, like a friend of mine. He used to be in the army. He was actually a Vietnam veteran, right?
Right.
And he said back when he was in Vietnam that most of his friends would have family members and friends that were, you know, back home send them marijuana, but they would take a peanut butter jar and they would scoop some of the peanut butter out. They would put the weed in the crevice in the peanut butter, then put more peanut butter on top.
On top of it, yep.
And then reseal the jar so that the drug dogs wouldn't sniff it out.
Yep. And they weren't near as like clever about how to detect that shit back then. And you know, because the heroin kingpin in New York, the one that the French Connection is connected to, was coming out in body bags. They were literally shipping the heroin through body bags because you know the death rate was really ridiculously high. So yeah, that's there was, as a matter of fact, there was a movie about the guy, and I think Denzel Washington played him.
That would be American Gangster.
Yes, exactly. That's a true story. And that's about him, man.
Yeah, Denzel actually met that guy, and apparently the dude was fresh out of jail. I heard he bought him a house.
He bought Denzel a house, or vice versa?
No. Denzel bought the guy. Yeah. He bought the dude a house after he met him and like got to know him and everything.
Right.
And he was like, you know what? Here, have this. Wouldn't you just love to be able to have enough money to buy another person a house?
Yes.
Just at will, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Either way.
So,
pretty interesting.
See. Yes.
How do you know all this stuff, Trippy?
I know a lot more than that kind of stuff.
I mean, but how do you acquire all this like random knowledge that?
I don't know. I guess I just listen to other people tell me stuff, and it sticks sometimes.
Yeah, similar with me, man. I know a whole lot about shit that really is not poignant or it matters, but my brain will click when I hear like something, right? And I'll remember something, It's just, I've got all this knowledge that's fucking worthless. But it's good. It's good conversational shit. But
Then I guess it's not worthless, is it?
Well, then I guess But I mean, I can't make any money off it. I can't profit from it.
I'm doing it right now. Somebody give Irate some money. Streamlabs.
Fuck it. I'm not asking for no money. I'm not begging. Fuck. But if you want to give me some. Oh, and speaking of body bags,
Gibbs on money,
full of coke, and heroin,
full of coke.
Yeah.
Somebody would like to know if you are missing a suitcase full of $1.3 million worth of cocaine. It was forgotten, and you forgot it somewhere at JFK Airport, and you were on the flight from Quito, Ecuador, and discovered you forgot it somewhere. Please do let the Port Authority know. They are very curious to know why you forgot your cocaine.
Are they going to give it back to me? I mean, them?
That looks like it's. I think the way I counted it looks like it's about 20 kilos.
Holy shit.
Fuck, man. And that's uncut. You know that. I mean, that's just, that's
definitely
rock.
Didn't forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they found more than 100 pounds worth of cocaine. There were 38 bricks, so that means each brick was probably, what, 2 kilos?
Yeah. They're usually shipped in 1 kilos, but yeah. That sounds like it. How many bricks?
So, like, the bricks themselves looks a little odd. So they could be 1 or 2 kilo.
Yeah.
Like it's 2 1 kilo bricks.
Maybe, yeah, 2 kilos or maybe 5 pounds each. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But whatever it is, it's a hell of a package.
Jesus, it's a lot of. Well, I tell you, you can get a nosebleed off of snorting that shit. Fuck. That is a lot of drugs.
Fall off of your face.
Yep. Yep. You won't feel it for
You'd
days.
end up like Stevie Nicks with a hole in your fucking nose.
Well, you know, it's like you know
better than a hole in your head. That's about what she needs.
Anything.
At this point. My God, that's people to body. Stop talking.
Anybody that's anybody that has any kind of drug like lidocaine or novocaine, that's derivative out of cocaine. It's made from made from coca. And so there's that numbing, then there's the analgesic. There's the slight analgesic, but it's really because you get high off of it.
Because it's actually a narcotic.
Yep.
By like the political term of the word narcotic.
Yep. All right, so you want to move on and talk about? All right, I've got a film of this kid, man. And when I was like checking this out, all right, let me ask before we get into it, Pickle, how many times have 50 Cent been shot?
I think I know this.
Trippy?
I want to say 8.
Not enough.
Anybody got an idea on how many times 50 Cent been shot? I know.
I can Google it if need be.
50, man, this is a meme. 50 Cent been shot 9 times.
Oh, I said 8. I was close.
It was 9 times, right? This kid was shot 30 times. And he fucking lived, okay? And this is, I'm going to bring up the video. And it's kind of like a weird little loop. But you can catch where it starts. And there's some little critter. When you see the little critter running, that's when they've just finished shooting the guy. All right? I don't know if that's a little dog or what, but I think it is. I think it's a dog or either a rat maybe. But this happened in Toronto.
Oh, shit.
And so
you got some thugs in Toronto. Oh, no.
Yeah, no shit, man. So they come in.
Got a big truck, man.
3 guys.
There's a little cat.
30 shots. 30 bullets, man. Into
So
this dude.
10 bullets.
10 bullets a dude. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
The idiot still failed. You can't blame it on lag.
Well, and when the guys interviewing the kid, they're like, these are all teenagers involved in this shit, right? These are not grown ass adults. But
that's why I said you can't blame it on lag.
Yeah, exactly.
Gaming.
It looks like somebody had their pet dog with them, guys.
That's what I'm saying, man. The little fucking poodle or whatever the fuck it is, a Pomeranian or
He's running with them as they're running away.
The dude was like, Mama told me I had to walk the dog.
Yeah, no shit.
And the dude hiding behind the other car, he's like, I can't believe he survived, man.
It's just crazy.
That is
fucked up shit.
Ridiculous. Is he able to still walk and everything?
Man.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. He was up and about, man. He's pretty much healed up.
Wow.
I can't remember when it took place. You got the details on that, Timma? Let's see. He was 29 years old. Okay.
Yeah, he's 29. I'm reading it right now. Okay, he had damaged organs and veins. They removed a lot of bullets, but not all of them. They said they found 33 casings and pulled out 30.
Damn.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How do you miss at that close a range?
Yeah.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
Out loud.
He admitted this to fear, and that's part of the PTSD thing. You go from being totally fine to holy shit, I'm really upset right now and you need to leave me alone. Yeah. That one's a lot, but yeah.
That's just crazy, isn't it? But I mean, every time I just watch it, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the loop off. But yeah, Jesus, yeah, thug life, yo. Yeah.
Well, he says, I want to use my second chance to help people. I was blessed. I am not a victim. I am a survivor. I survived.
Good for
He's
him.
like a reggae singer too. He's not like a thug or anything. He's actually just like a singer. It seems like, and now he's not. But
Weird.
Yeah, it's
30 of them.
You're cutting off at the top. Yeah.
Shit. Well, I was just. I don't know. He's a reggae.
Discord is being a cock.
She's roboting out too. Yeah. Pop out and pop in, Miss Tim, please. Try that. Give us a shot. All right. So I'm going to put it. All right. Do you think that 20 or 30 years of glorifying gangsters, culturally, has been good for society or bad?
I think it's bad.
I would agree. Bad.
Who's glorifying it?
Some gangster rap back in the 90s.
Oh,
honestly.
especially in the 90s, yeah. I mean, it was like cool.
Yeah.
It was like going to jail was like a badge of honor.
Mm-hmm.
There was kids that was trying to go to jail.
On our last, was it the last stream? The stream before that? Whatever fucking stream it was. I think it was actually Thursday. We talked about a conspiracy that basically says that the music industry partnered with privately owned jails to make going to jail a cool thing.
That's plausible.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Well, it's very plausible, but I don't know. The story sounded a little wonky.
Yeah, it's a little out there. It's reaching, very reaching.
Supposedly first-hand accounts, and they were talking about their experience at this whole meeting thing that happened in the 90s.
Yeah, I don't think they bought their handguns legally either, Goatman.
They definitely don't look like they have any training.
No shit. I mean, because they would have fucking wasted the dude, man. That close, that many shots. I mean, for fuck's sake, they're just morons.
Yeah.
And that's that dude. I would say he's blessed, and he says he's blessed. So that's he's got a great attitude about this thing, man. So, good on him. And I'm glad he made it, because when I saw that, I mean, it's like, God damn. I mean, whoa, It
is insanity.
It's kind of scary to watch, because you realize there's people and there's like this life there, and you're like, holy crap, dude! Like,
he's a person. Yeah.
He gets to call 50
what is wrong with these people? What?
He gets to call 50 Cent a bitch. He'd be like,
exactly.
Jeez.
50 Cent been shot 9 times. Well, I've been shot 33, maybe.
Yeah. Like, the only person he can't say, dude, is George Washington. Because, there's stories of George Washington bullets physically going through the man. Like, there's holes from bullets in his clothing, and he wasn't shot.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's several stories of that happening in several different battles.
Right.
Where his hat had bullet holes in it.
Yeah.
Yep,
Front and back.
Wounds. Mm-hmm.
There's no wounds.
Yeah. Muskets were really notorious for being very inaccurate.
Yeah.
He was real fortunate to be, because they were definitely gunning for his ass.
So you're saying it's George Washington, the original gangster?
Or the original vampire. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, he's just healed. Yeah. George Washington, vampire.
Or maybe all those tales are just bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? Like singing the songs of the warriors, man. I don't know.
It could have just been that idolization that happens in those kinds of things, because you always heard that Patton was a fuck of a lot taller than Patton actually was.
Well, you know where the term "son of a gun" comes from? Where supposedly women would have a bullet hole through their dress like right near there, and somehow or some way, some dude got sperm on a bullet, and and she got pregnant from that. Like,
yeah, they did a. I forget what show it was, but they actually tested that.
Yeah,
and
it's impossible.
There's no way. But,
right.
Yeah. Basically, the semen would have burnt off.
Right. I mean, come on, man. There's no way that could happen.
Right.
So that was a way to explain bastard children.
Yeah.
That
was a way to get away with nefarious actions during a wartime.
Exactly. If you're not with the one you love, love the one you with. Boom, 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 love the one you with. All right. Enough singing there. All right. What about this man? Okay. So this elephant, all right, I've got him pulled up. I don't know his name. Jing or some shit like that, I'm sure.
I'm looking for his name.
Yeah, we're going to skip the lady and come back to that in a second.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
It says this was a wild elephant.
Okay. So this dude, this elephant, this dude hits an elephant with this car, and the elephant kills his ass for it. I mean,
I would have killed him too if I was the elephant.
No shit. So, it's like, don't fuck with elephants, people. Not even with the car.
Karma.
No shit. That's what I'm saying.
Joshua Genesis, Bush 41 just passed away.
W?
HW.
Oh, well, he was old as fuck, man.
Yeah, didn't he grow up some
You know what? Barbara just passed recently, like in the last year or so.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't give him much time after that because he was pretty attached to that woman.
Yeah, of course, man. That's the way it is with soulmates, man. That, one dies and, and he was grabbing ass and stuff. She knew it,
Did you say soulmates?
Soulmates, dude.
Oh, trade.
Soulmates.
Well, it might work the same way with soulmates, too. You never know.
Hey, you never know,
It
man.
might.
They could be soulmates.
I'll look it up here.
Soul Train. I think we need another sound clip.
Former President George H.W. Bush dead at 94. God, we should all be so lucky, man.
Now he's hanging out with Stan Lee and the dude from the Playboy House, Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
He
Hugh
flew
Hefner.
he flew a TBF Avenger, which is a 3-man plane where, and I'm not sure exactly if he was the pilot. They keep saying he was the pilot, but I've heard one interview where he said he laid down, and what it is there's a guy that lays down, underneath him is the torpedo bombers, right? And the plane goes down, the doors open, the torpedo drops, and he's facing away with the gun, right? And make sure that the torpedo drops. This is his job, right?
Right.
And so that was, I don't know, man. All those planes back then were just amazing that more people didn't die.
Yep.
Especially the B-17, man.
Made out of like wood.
The Flying Fortress was a beautiful airplane, but it was made for an earlier generation. It was for the 30s generation. As the Stuka was too. The German dive bomber was a 30s design.
Stuka.
Yeah. So that's why we went out with the later stuff like the Mustang. The Jug, the P-47 was an early 40s, late 30s, early 40s design. Anyway, shit, I'm getting off. See, that's the information that I've got, right?
Now, Irate, you and my husband need to sit down and have a chat sometime. I think you and Carl need to sit down, and y'all need to talk World War II and all the planes and everything.
Yeah.
Because he's like an aficionado on that stuff. I'm telling you, he's like all things World War II. He's very fascinated by that entire theater.
The Pratt & Whitney R2800, some of the most is a radial engine. Most of everything that flew consistently. The Wildcat, the Hellcat, excuse me, not the Wildcat. Anyway, all right, we're moving on. But they ended up putting one in a Wildcat, and they called it a FM2. So, all right, we'll go from the Elephant, who we all agreed.
We never got to talk about the elephant. I think we got lost in the sauce there.
We did.
Real quick, happy birthday, TM Ryder, aka Ryan. He is 23 today.
Happy birthday, Ryder.
So apparently in Thailand, if you drive a car and you hit an elephant, it will kill you.
Yes, the malevolent rider, also known as Ryan or TM Ryder. Happy birthday, brother. You've been around and been watching, my deal ever since I was under like 50 subs, and I appreciate you. You and Goatman are some of the long timers, and I always appreciate this, so happy birthday, Ryan, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday.
You want to go back and talk about the woman that this is a weird story, okay? Tim, because it's like when I read it, I don't know, something just didn't click right with me. So see if I can listen to it and hear what I didn't hear when I read it.
A Pennsylvania woman will get another chance to prove she was the victim of sex discrimination when she was fired from an adult entertainment business right after getting married. She was a former administrator in the Adult World chain. I seem to remember that Adult World is a place where it's like a adult stores kind of thing where they have like, jizz boxes and all that kind of nasty shit.
Yeah. Flashlight.
It's been a while since I've been around that stuff, so I can't remember all of it, but Adult World sounds familiar. So she was a manager at one of these places, and she started out as a single mom. She got the job. She was a single mom of 4, and she got the job. She started out as a house cleaner, and then apparently a district manager or some higher-up person in the Adult World stuff saw she was such a great housekeeper that they decided to make her a manager of a store or a district manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What the fuck?
But as soon as she got married, she was fired 11 days after she got the job. Right. It says after she flew to Las Vegas and got married. Her axing came the day after she informed her boss that she had gotten married.
Okay, all right, here's the deal, though. She had 4 kids to begin with. So it wasn't like he fired her because he thought she was going to get pregnant. I think he fired her because he knew he wasn't going to get any pussy from this person. Well, that's just that's my best guess there. Goatman, just box. Yes, fleshlights, I believe is what she's done.
Okay.
When he said house cleaner for a place like that, just put a look on my face like,
Well, no, those stores actually aren't very dirty. There's a YouTuber on here called Captain Corrosive, and she's fucking funny, really. And,
I have actually met her before.
Yeah, and she works in a porn store. Yeah,
Captain Corrosive's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Captain Corrosive's cool. I love Cap.
Very funny lady. Yeah.
She's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met.
She's been on the show.
I'm reading this, and it says there's like it's apparently there's something wrong with the way the case is written, so the judge threw it back so they can write it correctly. Because the judge agreed that there was a genuine issue of material fact as to whether discriminatory animus motivated her firing. For example, when Rosencrantz, the woman who's filing complaint, asked why she was being fired, Morrow, the man who fired her, he texted a reply of, "You have ... a new husband," Jordan wrote. When asked later why he said that, Morrow replied, "Because she got married. She's not my problem." That is filed in the court papers. So he really did think he was going to get a piece of that ass because she had 4 kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he assumed because she had 4 kids, she was a hoe.
Go.
Right. So my gut was right on that one. The dude is just, looking for a piece.
Like he goes into court and they're like, "Why'd you fire her?" And he's like, "Well, I wasn't going to get my dick wet."
She wasn't going to give me any pussy, man. I mean, Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, dismissed. Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, that's not a big fat fucking fine waiting to slap him upside the head. Oof.
All right, now, what you're looking at now, people, and it should come up in a couple of seconds for most everybody, is what is known as a liquid not liquid THC, but hash oil.
Sort of. It's like a step up from hash oil. It's like a lighter version of hash oil.
It's up.
Yeah. But they call it some kind of honey.
Honey oil.
Honey oil, right?
Honey oil is one of the old. It's one of the older style concentrates for THC. It's been around since I was in high school for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what does it do?
It's just a stronger. It's just a stronger form of weed.
Yeah.
Just get you high faster for longer.
It gets you fucked up.
That's
That's
right.
it right there. That's it right there. So,
What my cousin did when he had some was that he had this thing that would hold. It was like a little vial, like a little brown vial, and like he would heat it up and pour out one drop on a rolling paper, and then take a match and spread it out to where it was like a thin, like a strip, all along the whole paper, and then put pot in it and twist it up. We got fucking stoned on that shit. I mean,
oh yeah,
whoa.
I used to
and you
I used to
see,
gather up and smoke my own resin.
Yeah,
that was ugh.
Yeah,
why did I do that?
bad for you, dude.
I know.
This is really.
Well, I think a lot of people got sold resin as hash oil because I remember seeing some that was like, yeah, dude, yeah, that looks like you just cleaned up my bong, dude. Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
People that and like when that blueberry shit came out, everybody was talking about blueberry weed.
Right.
We had certain people that I knew would they would fake it. Like they would get regular weed and then they'd get drops and put the drops on there so that it had the smell and the taste of blueberries.
Right.
Yeah.
God.
It's just regular ass weed.
People will buy anything, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never actually fell for it.
All right, yeah. Let's talk about these zombie spiders, man.
Oh, okay.
I know a few people that would drive insane.
All right, and here's what the parasite. I'm putting the parasite up, man. This thing, like gets in, and it's a wasp, which is what's so weird. It crawls into the spider. Whoops, I had it up. All right, and it changes the spider's behavior. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, there have been molds and fungus doing that, spores and stuff doing that in the South American and the equatorial jungles for a long time.
Yeah, with the ants and stuff.
Bees will do it. There's certain animals, I think scorpions is what they'll do too. Like scorpions and tarantulas, they can lay eggs like in the brain and it'll fuck up the animal's brain for a while. Basically doing shit against its own will. Basically a zombie spider or scorpion.
Right.
That's kind of frightening.
Does that mean that we may someday see some of the weird shit we see in cartoons and anime and sci-fi books and stuff possibly happening if we're finding parasites and stuff that can reprogram neural nets in insects?
No, it already does. A lot of that stuff from anime is based on shit.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like the actual, like, are we going to start seeing some of this? I think we're going to start seeing some weird shit happen, people. I think the planet is changing like it always has, and we're about ready to see things change again, like nature always does.
I'm down with that shit.
Well, I know pretty.
I don't like it either, JJ. No, a zombie spider making nests for wasps is not my idea of a good time.
Well, think about it though. I mean, look, there's no natural. Mankind has basically eliminated the way to cull the herd. Okay, through medicine, another type of practices, right? And so this is Mother Nature's answer to that shit. I've just got a feeling that that's why Ebola's there's this huge Ebola breakout right now in the Congo, and it's like 200%. It's 200% as large as the largest breakout on record, right? It's double that, right?
Yeah.
And they've also have a malaria. This is they're having a civil war too. And what they're doing is that they're going through the fucking Ebola fucking wards and they're killing all the nurses and shit. And then they're getting Ebola and then going in and spreading out to their fucking, comrades and shit. Fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game The Last of Us, those are actually based on that fungus that infects certain types of ants.
Yeah, the ant thing.
Takes control. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what those games are based on.
Right, and it ends up growing it ends up eating its brain pretty much, and this huge horn-looking thing, just grows out of its skull. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty sexy. Give me a horn on my head.
Sexy as hell, huh?
Oh yeah. Like you think that's big, baby?
Yum balls. Yum balls.
Tasty.
No.
Evil spider, baby.
Oh
Lord.
Oh, evil spider, baby. Oh, evil spider zombie, baby. Oh. What the fuck?
Okay.
Sorry, I scroll down and I see this big circle on this dude's forehead.
Oh, he's got the disease. He's gonna be eating stuff. I don't know.
yeah.
No, he has a big round bump on his forehead. It's
no. Yeah, no, hold on. All right, yeah, this is the all right, let me say, all right, this is the meth head. Oh my God, what in the fuck is this thing on this dude's head? Holy shit.
I thought it was some kind of
wound. That bump has been there for approximately 20 years. His forehead has always been that way.
Oh, it's a lipoma. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But it just looks nasty. I mean, I just saw it. It's like, God damn. Have you ever
I would stab myself with something in that spot to try to release anything that was in there.
I would go to a dermatologist.
Yeah, man, that chick.
That would affect everything. You couldn't wear a hat.
Yeah, Dr. Pimple Popper. Dr. Pimple Popper does these all the time.
You know what I would have done? I would have taken one of my diabetic needles and just went.
It won't do nothing. It's fat. It's like a clump of fat.
Well, I mean, if it hurt or if it felt like it had something in it, I'd have probably just got that fucking annoyed by it.
Oh, I would have popped it. I would have popped the fuck out of that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it probably would have made me crazy. I don't know.
Pop it all over the fucking place. Yep. Fuck that thing.
You can imagine the explosion on that one. But you would have to use a scalpel to excise that. You know.
Yeah.
You'd end up with
and then the extra skin, you'd have to cut off the flap left over.
Because it's stretched, it's never going back to normal shape.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, not after 20 years.
Not after 20 years, for sure.
No.
Juster Jadis, he's hiding meth in there for sure, man. It's not your usual prison wallet. Oh man. Oh man! Every time I look at him, I go, "My God, look at that! What is that shit on his head?" I just can't stop looking at it. It's like the mole on what was that Austin Powers movie?
Austin Powers.
Mole.
I wonder if he's ever had a girlfriend that poked it while he was sleeping.
Rico, man. Maybe it's his Zorb twin trying to get out.
Oh, that's plausible.
Yeah, it's like a skull, man. Holy shit. He's got a baby inside of his head that's trying to get out.
It's his brain trying to escape.
It's like, I hate this body. This body sucks, man. He keeps putting that shit in me, man. I don't like it.
God.
It's just... they cut it open. It's a bot fly.
I'm getting diddy.
It's just a bot fly.
Getting giddy.
It's a bot fly.
It's just a bot fly. It's fine.
Are you a bot fly? All right.
Just a very pregnant, very old bot fly.
All right, and then there's the one where, all right, yeah, I'll speed through this next one. The Vermont Air National Guard member who stole who commandeered an F-16 for a booty call.
Awesome.
Yes, here's one shot of this is actually a Vermont. No, it's not. The second one I'm about to show is a Vermont Air National Guard. But yeah, the F-16 is a gorgeous bird, man. The Falcon or Viper, whatever you want to call it. It's just a wicked bird. It's smaller, and I would prefer that over any of the bigger birds. Maybe F-22 would be better. Maybe F-35.
Oh.
F-35 is even smaller. We'll have a smaller turning radius.
Oh, but he fucked up.
Yeah.
He fucked up because not only did he take it to go see somebody, he went to go take it to see a female colonel who works at the Pentagon.
Oh, wow.
You might have
He just borrowed a jet?
No, a fucking fighter jet, man.
Yeah,
with fucking, able to put missiles on it. I mean, it's got a gun. It's got a fucking, 20 millimeter Gatling cannon in it, man. It's, it's ready to rock and roll.
Insane.
It is. I mean, the bigger cannon's in the fucking A-10. That's the 30 millimeter Gatling gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cannon. That's technically it's a cannon after you hit a certain size. So that's So a 20 millimeter would be a cannon too, technically. But yeah, he's in fucking world of shit.
Dude, he'd only been a pilot for a year too.
Dude, that pussy must have been fine.
That's what I'm thinking. 'Cause
Yeah.
he just that's a whole world of hurt, baby. Like you just put, man.
It's like her last boyfriend stole her a horse-drawn carriage, and he was like, "Ha! I'll show you how much better I am."
That's right. I'll show
He's
him.
like, "I got a jet, baby.
I've got a fighter jet. I can shoot somebody down." That's right.
And she's sitting in her house, she's watching Netflix, and she just hears fucking loud-ass engine hovering over her house. He goes out, "I love you." She's like, "Yeah, fuck you. I don't like you. Go away."
Yeah,
But apparently this was like a long-term relationship. Everybody knew about it, so.
And he used the F-16 multiple times?
No, he only did it the one time. But apparently he had something else to do in D.C. as well, so he just took the jet.
I gotta be there now.
What?
Oh, dude, something tells me that there's some kind of substance involved with this shit. I mean,
Something tells me, all right, he's just a fighter pilot.
Yeah, okay, there you go. All right, this next thing, all right, check this shit out. I mean, because it is such a pet peeve of mine when people name their children moronic shit.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But, yeah, Philly D covered this, so
Oh.
I already heard about
All right,
this.
all right, I'll cut to the chase.
Oh.
This bitch fucking named her kid ABCDE, which is pronounced Absidy. Or Absidy, okay?
Absidy?
And her last name's
Why would you
Redford.
call your child Ab City?
And it's ABCDE. The first, 5 letters of the alphabet.
Redford. Absidy Redford. How in the fuck is the teacher ever supposed to pronounce that shit?
And the fucking flight crew, took a picture of the fucking ticket and put it on, put it on social media.
A, B, C, D, E. This is bad as well, actually, I think that's worse than my buddy who met this lady had a kid. He was at like Walmart, and he asked her, he's like, what's your daughter's name? And she goes, her name's Pajma. Then he goes, well, how in the hell do you spell Pajma? And she goes, Pajama.
Pajma.
Pajama.
Okay.
Yeah,
pajama.
Yeah, everybody's heard the Orangelo Lamangelo twins,
Yep.
Yeah, lemon jello and orange jello.
They were twins, though. Those were real names.
Yeah, there was a.
I got a half sister named Delina Regina.
Delina.
Wow.
My dad was very
that's
inventive with his kids'
impressive.
names.
Well, there was a kid. We had a football player. I think he played for Alabama. His name was Saran Stacy, like Saran Wrap, SARAN. So,
What was there was a no, I think there was a NASCAR racer. His name was Dick Trickle. It was either NASCAR or baseball.
Yep, Dick Trickle, man.
Oh, but then there's always the ever wonderful ex-senator or governor or whatever the fuck he was. Dick Army.
Dick Army and his wife, Vagina Coast Guard. Sorry, Family Guy. Too big of a fan, I guess.
Yeah, I knew the reference.
Yeah, sorry. Derail.
Oh, dude.
I know, it reminds me of Monty Python. The biggest, dickest.
The biggest dickus.
Biggest dickus, yes.
And his wife, Incontinencia Buttocks.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Lord.
Well, there you go.
There you go, man.
But wait, there's something else.
All right.
What's
Oh,
the so Ab City, yeah.
Okay, so I have a all my kids have exotic names, like shocker, because I have such a normal name, right?
Right.
Okay.
One of my children has a name that is not English. Her first name is most assuredly not English, and we've made sure that we've prepared her for people mispronouncing her name.
Right.
Okay. And she was prepared for that by the time she was 2 or 3. So I don't know, what this woman's problem is, because if you're going to name your kid something odd, you need to be prepared to teach people how to say the name.
I think the problem is that it was, people doing this on their job, fucking making fun of a small child.
Right.
I didn't realize. I thought they thought it was a typo. I would have been laughing that was the weirdest fucking typo I'd ever seen.
No, they were mocking a 5-year-old.
Oh, they were actually mocking her, because I didn't get to read the whole story.
That's not good. I mean, one thing though, you should probably put a little more thought in the name of your kid, because
shit.
What was she? Was she that fucking drugged out after the birth that she was just like,
look at some of the crazy names some of these celebrities are naming their kids.
Yeah.
Jonathan Davis from Korn named his son Pirate. Jason
West
Lee
or
named
Blue or some shit. Blanket.
Jason
Blanket?
Lee?
Yeah,
Jason
Blanket.
Lee.
Apple.
Jason Lee named his son Pilot Inspector.
Pilot Inspector. Yeah, that's right. I knew it was something to do with like air.
He should
planes.
be slapped. People need to be just fined for that shit.
As we've brought up before, Frank's moon unit.
I think corporal punishment wouldn't work. You gotta hurt him. You can't name a kid something that's gonna get him made the fun of just coming out of the gate, right?
Right.
There was that one you're creating a bullying victim right there.
There was a family a few years ago. I can't remember where they lived, but they named their kid Adolf Hitler, and the state took their kid away.
Oh yeah, man. And there was a bakery that wouldn't do the birthday cake for him because it said "Happy Birthday, Adolf Hitler" and had a big swastika, on the cake.
Yeah, they
and
ended
shit.
up taking the kids from those parents because the boy's name was Adolf
Took them
Hitler.
away.
They took them away.
Changed their names.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know their names, but you know what I mean. Like they took the kid away and changed his name.
Yeah,
I think
it's fucked up.
I
mean, come on. If they're gonna let kids name their kid, people name their kids Absidy. Adolf Hitler is like whatever, man. We done lost this war. I mean,
when did free speech stop being free speech?
Exactly. Bingo.
Well, I do remember a story too. I think it was actually on Guinness Book of World Records or Ripley's Believe It or Not or something when I was a kid. This guy named his kid ESPN. Or his daughter. He named her ESPN, but they pronounced it Espen.
Espen.
Yeah, but the wife was like, we're not naming our kid just ESPN. And he was like, okay, we'll put an I in there.
Espini?
Espen. ESPIN.
Aspen.
Espen.
Well, you could have named him Espinosa and call him Espen.
Well, he got a child's
ESPN
naming children book, right?
Yeah.
And Espen was actually in the book, so he was like, yeah, let's just go with that. it's obviously not some name I just made up off the top of my head. I mean,
Jesus Christ. Stupid. Nah, man.
Because he was too much of a sports fan. So yeah, they let him. I mean,
Goatman said he named his oldest son Mustang. Dude, no comment. I get it. You're a goat. So yeah, okay, I get it. Hoofed animals, Mustangs are, powerful hoofed animals. Powerful airplanes and awesome cars. So
Powerful.
So I guess we need to go ahead and wind it down because we're almost at the bottom of the hour. Let's go with the priaptic pills.
Oh boy.
That's right. This is over-the-counter shit that you can get at truck stops and stuff. The FDA.
The rhino pills?
Yeah. Go ahead and crank it out.
Stay awake.
Rhino sex enhancement pills can cause prolonged erections, FDA warns.
Wow, no shit!
If you have an erection for more than 4 hours, please visit your local emergency room to show off to the nurses.
Fuck, I'm going on a Craigslist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you say Craigslist, and I remembered that Mundane Matt said that's where he used to pick up his dates. Was on Craigslist.
This is also the same group of people that told you that you need to remember to not wash and reuse your condoms.
Yeah. Well, you don't wash them. I mean, the soap could damage the rubber. You just rinse them out.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. That's insane.
Rinse it out, flip it over, and then it's ripped for your pleasure.
Oh. Only if you're sliding it around. That means it's too big, Trip.
Well, I mean, usually when you put it on the second time, it's rolled out a little further, so you kind of gotta, wear a baggy condom.
That's yeah.
Oh. Okay, so they're claiming there's stuff not listed in the ingredients that's actually in the pills. That's similar to Viagra and Cialis.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense that the Chinese would do a knockoff.
Right.
Yeah, and it says some cases resulted in surgical intervention and hospitalization.
Holy shit.
So,
surgery could be like, a needle, just sticking, because that's technically surgery. If they,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, you guys know that Viagra was actually, they were trying to create a heart medication pill, and they got reports back from the patients that they had erections that they hadn't had for so long.
It's like, goddamn, give me more of that
my
shit.
ED. Yeah, and the doctors were like, wait, let's figure out which ingredient did that and work on that pill instead.
Goatman said, just raw dog it, dudes. I'm down with that.
That's what you get a license for, right?
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
I'm fucking around on Tinder. I can't raw dog it.
Oh.
Yeah, how's that going, man? I've seen some of the posts.
Like shit. But
posters.
it'll work eventually, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know. The yoga instructor looked fairly promising, but she's flat-chested. You notice how she stands.
No ass.
Dude, she has no. She's got an ass. She just has no tits, and that's why you don't. That's why she covers herself up.
Yes.
You can
I
tell.
remember
Like
which one now.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't see her boobs because she doesn't have any anyway. She's just not letting you know that up front.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need boobs.
False
I guess.
advertising. That's right. That's like, I got a small dick. You got no tits. All right, that evens out.
It's like, how's this tit job gonna work? You don't have any tits.
No pearl necklace, man. We'll just skip the pearl necklace.
Yep.
And go to the shit we
Hey,
can.
you know what? You know what I did? I didn't have no tits. You know what I did? I kept my stomach toned and my legs toned.
That's right.
That's what you do.
That's right. Get that six-pack going.
Yeah, it looks like she's got that going on for her.
That's right. Exactly. Well, shit.
That Tinder stuff is for a new show I'm going to be doing.
Yes.
Social Media Sundays.
Yeah.
I guess it's premiering this Sunday.
And remember, everybody, man, to make sure that you subscribe to Full Metal Pickle, to Trippypoop, and to the lovely Attila the Hun, the awesome people that help out with this here Creem Streem. And also, my friend has another project going on as Boomer Versity Campus Radio.
Boomerversity Campus Radio.
Boomerversity Campus Radio. That's right, and it rocks out.
Heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Slowly but surely. Anyway, but the guy that's doing it says he's having a lot of fun doing it. So it's like, and he does sound like me. So I got it.
Hell yeah.
I got to do what I got to do, man. So shilling time. Anybody got anything to shill, Timma?
No, I'm slowing down for the holidays. Thinking about trying to get some people together, but right now, really, it's Christmas time. I'm going to be baking and making things and crocheting and wintry stuff because I got kids. So I'm going to be around here, and that's pretty much it. So,
all right, cool.
And Mad Dodge Productions, you can find me over there at least once a week, getting in a fight with.
Argue.
Do it.
Arguing about something.
Fucking A.
Yeah, no shit. Trippy, you got anything to offer?
Yeah, the Sunday show, the social media Sunday, where we're showing pretty much shitty, or just like really people that hold themselves to too high of a regard. We'll be showing their Tinder profiles. I'll probably block their faces and locations.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or rather, names and locations. I don't know which one, but
yeah,
I'll block some stuff. You know,
I would do all that, all the name, location, and face. Just to
if
keep
somebody's
it,
got like their head turned, or they're just using a meme,
because
that's one thing,
right?
But
even the hint of doxing is just it's like
Absolutely.
only assholes do that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And anyway, I guess it's after 11:30. I noticed that Killing Joke has cranked up a stream. So I'm going to send everybody over there. And on that note, to Irate Prostate. Oh, I will be interviewing Prospero 058 this Sunday. Fascinating woman that nobody knows about, and she's with the Minions of the Zoo group, and she's awesome. And she knows more than me and Tim have put together, and she collectively knows more than the entire Creem Streem. I can say that confidently.
Right quick, Irate. One more. I got some more shit to say.
No, you don't.
Full Metal Pickle, man. Tuesdays.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Sounding board show.
No shit,
Oh
dude.
God.
Full Metal Pickle Sunday.
No.
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
I mean Tuesdays. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Well,
good.
yeah. Well, all the links are in the description. So, like I said, subscribe to these people. They're awesome. They put up with me, and that's almost as awesome as because Uzi Q does it 24 hours a day. These people do it 1.5 hours a week. So, it's still a fucking awful job. But anyway, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But on that note, this is Irate Prostate saying I'm out. Peeps. Say goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.